Hi, everybody. Hopefully your year is going well. It's only the early days of the year, but anyway, it was enough for me to actually lose a client. It was long enough for me to lose a client. And that's primarily my choice. I chose to lose a client because she was throwing around words that I just really didn't agree with. And although the words weren't targeted for me, they weren't thrown my direction, they were in the proximity of where I could hear them. And it just really disturbed me a lot. This client and her husband, for some reason, she kept calling him an MF, a mother effer. And I got a little bit kind of disturbed by that. And I looked up the definition of what an MFer was and the origins of the word. And I was shocked to find out that it actually is a word that comes from the slavery days, when slave masters used to make the sons of slaves put on a hood and go out and have sex with their mother. And so I kind of gave the origins of this word to this client on our second meeting. And I said, well, maybe you shouldn't call your husband that, because I don't think he is that, I hope. But nevertheless, she kind of jokingly said, oh yeah, he's just da 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 da, and called him something else. And I said, well, clearly you shouldn't be married to this man if you think that he's a mother deaf and he's this and that. You should think higher of yourself. And then I kind of said to myself, I need to think higher of myself too, and my staff. My staff said, oh, don't lose a client. We can do it. We can just ignore her. And I said, well, you know what? It's 2022. We've all been through so much in 2020 and 2021. I'm just not going to start this year with this nonsense. So if this person wants to be derogatory towards her husband and beat up on him, that's her own business. And she can do that. But she can do it with somebody else, because I'm not going to have anything to do with it. And so, unfortunately, I had to fire a client, and that's not the first time I've had to do it, but it's just getting harder and harder dealing with people these days. I think people, for the most part, have just kind of lost their mind, and I'm just not going to tolerate the rudeness and the disrespect. And even though, like I said, it was not geared toward me, it doesn't matter. You still go home with that toxicity on you. So what I'm trying to say is, handy hint Friday, find out what the origins of the words are that you use and that you throw around flippantly. Like, I know that I throw around nevertheless, ding dong, ding-a-ling, and I do call people bobo, but nevertheless, I've kind of looked up their origins and they're not that horrible. But please, before you start naming somebody or titling someone something negative or derogatory, try to find out what the origin of that word is, because I was shocked to find out what that mother blah blah word was. It was terrible. So anyway, have a great weekend, and try to stay warm wherever you are, unless you're, of course, in Australia or New Zealand and you're warm anyway. But all the best. Okay, love you and thank you for watching. Mwah. Bye.